Most people completely misunderstand this process, and because of that, they assume that starting a company in Poland is either complicated, slow, or only suitable for large European investors with legal teams. But if you are thinking about registering an LLC in Poland, there is something extremely important you need to understand first. Because Poland does not actually use the term LLC in its legal system. Instead, the correct structure is called a spółka z ograniczoną odpowiedzialnością, or simply SPZOO, which is the Polish equivalent of a limited liability company. And if you don't understand that before you begin, you can easily misinterpret requirements, underestimate compliance steps, or assume the process is simpler than it really is. Now, let's begin with a story. A young entrepreneur named Michael from California had been running a small online consulting business. He worked with clients across Europe and was looking for a reliable European base that could give him credibility, stability, and access to the EU market. One night, while researching business-friendly countries, he kept seeing the same recommendation. Poland. Strong economy. Low corporate tax incentives for small businesses. Access to the European Union market. Growing tech sector. And a reputation for structured but efficient company formation. It sounded like a perfect opportunity. So Michael made a decision. He would explore registering a company in Poland. But what he didn't realize is that Poland operates under a civil law system with strict but predictable corporate rules, where compliance and documentation accuracy matter more than speed or informality. And that is where most people begin to misunderstand the process. Because forming a SPZOO is not just about creating a business name. It is about entering a regulated European legal framework with specific steps that must be followed in the correct order. But here's where things get interesting. Michael assumed this would be a simple online registration. Fill out a form, upload his passport, and receive a company within a few days. But when he started researching deeper, he discovered something important. In Poland, company formation involves either a notary-based process or an online registration system through the National Court Register, known as KRS, and both require structured documentation, identity verification, and tax registration. And that structure changes everything. Now let's introduce another character. Zara, a freelance UX designer from New York, wanted to expand her business into Europe, and was looking for a stable and credible company base. She heard that Poland was one of the fastest-growing business destinations in the UI. So she became curious. But as she began researching, she ran into complexity immediately. Some sources mentioned minimum share capital. Others talked about court registration. Some mentioned electronic signatures, while others discussed notarization. And this is where most people get confused. Because Poland's system is not difficult in concept, but it is procedural in execution. And procedures must be followed correctly. Now, here's the first key insight. A Polish SPZOO is the equivalent of a limited liability company. It provides legal separation between personal and business assets, meaning your personal wealth is generally protected from company liabilities. But here is what most people miss. Even though Poland is relatively efficient compared to many European countries, it still requires structured legal formation through either an online system or a notary-assisted process. And that means preparation is critical. Now Michael begins to understand something important. This is not just about creating a company. It is about entering one of the most structured and regulated business environments in the European Union. And once he understands that, everything becomes clearer. But let's walk through the process step by step, as if Michael is actually going through it. The first step is choosing the registration method. In Poland, there are two main ways to register a SPZOO. The first is the traditional method using a notary. The second is this 24 online system, which allows faster digital incorporation. Michael initially prefers the online method because it sounds faster. But here's where the first reality check appears. The online system uses standardized templates, which means less flexibility in customizing company structure. So he must decide between speed and flexibility. And this is where Sarah faces the same decision. She realizes something important. The choice of registration method affects how much control you have over your company structure. And that becomes a key, strategic decision. Now Michael chooses the online 24 system for simplicity. He creates an account, prepares identity verification, and begins the registration process. Now comes the next step. Company name selection. At first, this seems easy. Michael chooses a name that matches his consulting brand and submits it. But here's where the system becomes strict. In Poland, company names must be unique and compliant with legal naming conventions. They are checked against the National Court Register database. And if the name conflicts with existing entities, it will be rejected. So Michael's first submission is reviewed. And what happens next is predictable, but important. The name is flagged due to similarity with an existing company. And this is where he learns something important. In Poland, naming is not just branding. It is legal differentiation. So he adjusts the name and resubmits. Approved. Now the next step is where structure becomes more serious. Defining share capital. In Poland, the minimum share capital for a SPE is relatively low, often around 5,000 PLN. But here's the key insight. Even though the minimum is low, banks and business partners often evaluate your company based on realistic capitalization, not just legal minimums. So Michael chooses a reasonable capital structure that reflects his consulting business. Now comes the drafting of the Articles of Association. This is one of the most important legal documents in the entire process. It defines shareholders, company purpose, management structure, and operational rules. Michael initially assumes it is standard form filling. But his advisor explains something important. The Articles of Association determine how your company operates legally, financially, and administratively. So accuracy matters. Now let's pause here, because this is a critical insight. In Poland, structure equals credibility. The better your documentation, the smoother your banking and tax integration. Now comes the registration stage. Through this 24 system, Michael submits his documents electronically to the National Court Register. And then the review process begins. Now, here is where expectations matter. In Poland, online registration can be relatively fast, sometimes completed within a few business days if everything is correct. But speed depends entirely on accuracy. Michael's application moves smoothly because his documents are properly prepared. Sarah's takes longer because she opted for a more customized structure requiring additional review. And this is where both of them learn something important. Poland rewards precision, not improvisation. Now once approved, the company is officially entered into the National Court Register. And this is a major milestone. Because now the company legally exists. But here's where things shift again. Registration is not the end of the process. It is the beginning of operational compliance. Now comes tax registration. In Poland, companies are automatically assigned tax identification numbers, including NIP for taxation and REGON for statistical identification. And if VAT registration is required, additional steps must be completed. Michael receives his tax identifiers and begins understanding the structure of the Polish tax system. And this is where Sarah realizes something important. European business systems are highly structured and interconnected. Company registration automatically links you to tax and statistical systems. Now let's move to one of the most important steps. Banking. Opening a corporate bank account in Poland requires full documentation, including incorporation papers, identification, and proof of business activity. And here is the key insight most people miss. Banks in Poland are highly regulated under EU financial compliance laws. So they carefully review your business model, revenue sources, and transaction expectations. Michael prepares a clear explanation of his consulting services and international clients. And that clarity helps him move forward smoothly. Sarah does the same after organizing her documentation. And eventually, both receive approval. And suddenly, their companies are fully operational. But here's where the deeper understanding appears. Forming a Polish company is not just about legal existence. It is about entering a structured EU business environment that demands compliance, transparency, and accuracy. And that system is designed for long-term stability. Annual financial statements, accounting requirements, and tax filings are part of ongoing operations. But once again, this is not a burden. It is a framework that builds trust. Now let's bring everything together. Michael started this journey thinking Poland would be a simple LLC-style setup for his consulting business. But what he discovered is something more structured. Poland offers an efficient and modern SPV ZOOO system, but it requires precise documentation, proper registration through TRS or S24, and compliance with tax and banking systems. Sarah learned that speed is less important than structure. And both of them learned something critical. International company formation is not about shortcuts. It is about choosing the right legal framework for long-term success. So here is the final insight. If you are planning to register a company in Poland, the real advantage is not just EU access or tax structure. It is the ability to operate within a stable, respected, and fully integrated European business system. But only if you approach it correctly from the beginning. Because the biggest mistake people make is assuming that digital registration means informal structure. It does not. It means structured efficiency. And once you understand that, everything becomes clearer, more predictable, and far more powerful. So take this with you. Clarity creates speed. Structure creates trust. And understanding creates opportunity. And now you understand Poland SPI ZOO formation far better than most people who try to figure it out alone. If you found this guide helpful and want more deep breakdowns of global business structures like this, make sure to subscribe for more clear and practical guides that simplify international opportunities.